a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm back from outer space. Ooh. It's me, Aris Double 83. Not for the Vertu channel, but just for my old channel. Um, just touching base, let you guys know that I'm still live. I have a channel to promote at the end, but we'll see about that. Anyways, Meowdy, how you doing? Um, for this touch base, I guess I'm gonna do a little bit of a toy haul, and then I'll talk about some politics at the end. So, um, if if you came here for the toys, you're gonna get the toys. Then you could probably leave. So, right now I have a feeling of general malaise. I'm kind of like mm, nervous, kind of sad. Tomorrow I have to go into work at 10 in the morning, um, which is overtime. But like last time I started early, the train had some problems and I had to take a cab. And I got into a yellow cab in the city, which has a meter. So I was freaking out about the meter and the traffic. And I don't want that to happen again. I hope I'm able to get there on time. Maybe I should just take a cab straight from home. But, that's my general malaise. That and last night I decided to buy some G frames from Barnes and Noble. They have 2 sets. I think they have the set. Um, you could buy them separate, but it's random how they sell them to you. But the 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 G frames that they have the set that comes with the Alex, the Freedom, um, the Dual, and I think it's the Strike. And then they have a set that comes with two Rick Diaz, the Zazabi. No, no, not the Strike. The first one comes with the new Gundam. The second set has the Zazabi, the Justice Gundam, and the Rick Diaz, the red Rick Diaz and the black Rick Diaz. So I ordered two from each. I'm kind of excited to see what I'm gonna get. Woo! But when I was checking out, I got an error because my telephone number didn't have the one at the beginning. So I went back, I put the one, and then when I checked out, I saw later that I got billed twice, and I wasn't able. I called them, I guess, too late, and they were like, "We can't cancel it." And PayPal was like, "Oh, you got to talk to them to cancel it." And I'm like, I thought PayPal was good for like canceling stuff, but I, I think I might. I think they realized they charged me twice because I got a tracking number for one. But the last time I ordered from them, I ordered just with PayPal, and I didn't get a tracking number, but the item shipped. I did a video of it. I still haven't edited it or uploaded it to the Virtu channel, but I'm kind of depressed about that. Uh, I did go out yesterday and today and did some toy hunting. Picked up again this. I picked up the Tamashi Nation store just had this. the specials, the new Gundam and the first Gundam with the special markings. So I got one of each. The Best Buy in Atlantic Terminal has one Gundam Universe, but it looks like they added more because their website only had three. It had the Master, the Shenlong, and the first Gundam, but it looks like they added the Quanta, the Unicorn Awakened, and the Strike to their website. So they added that. But I went to see what they had, and the Master Gundam was looking at me there. I already had purchased the Master Gundam. I This is my sixth copy. So I put a little sticker. This is going to be my channel avatar. Hence the mustache. I'll probably be Fat Master Asia. Domon, get mad, Domon. So I got the mustache. Gonna rock it for a while. All I need is a ponytail, but I'm balding, so and I could never be Master Asia. But it's like I realized I think he's the oldest Gundam pilot there is in Gundam. Like maybe main character because he got self burning. He's old. He's just 30. He's old, but he's not a Gundam pilot. He piloted Jim Custom. So, of all the Gundam pilots, Master Asia is like the oldest. So I guess I could relate with my old graying mustache. So, Domon, my Gundam, Domon. Um, I think I also picked up this guy again because I'm like, I looked up how old Amuro was when he died because he's dead. He hasn't come back. When he died, he was like 29 in Char's counterattack. I'm guessing Char was older than him. So I'm like, yeah, he's old, but not Master Asia old. Um, I went down to Chinatown in the city. They went to Orange Road Corp. But then I went to the shop, which is across the street, and I picked up this. This is the G frame. This is Zaku 2. This is the regular version. Um, it's pretty cool. And my camera doesn't want to focus. But I got this, and I got the Johnny Ryden. I think usually these are 20, but they said since I was getting two, they'd give them to me for 35. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's a little sale. Even though they're both the same Zaku in different colors, they come with different equipment. So I got to build these bad boys later. So from Chinatown, I was looking on Google, and I usually type into Google Gundam to see what shows up, and a store called Toy Tokyo came up. I'm like, Toy Tokyo? I think I might have went there a long time ago when I used to collect toy comic books because there's a St. Mark's Comics in that area. So I went downstairs. They had a whole bunch of stuff. And then I went upstairs and they had some Gundam Converge. And I picked up this guy. This is the Zeta Plus test image colors. It was a low price of $9.99. So it's pretty good. I got these guys, after I open them, I always, if their joints don't move right away, I use a blow dryer and heat them up. And finally, I went to Book Off in Brooklyn, Anime Lab, I think it's called, and I went through their little bags of loose stuff, and I got this. This is a Converge Zeta Plus, but this is the C1 type, the gray one. The bad thing about Book Off is sometimes they do have Converges loose, but sometimes they're missing pieces. I think this one might be missing a fist. Yeah. I know it's not missing the V fin. Now we'll see. We shall see. And that was it. That was my general toy hunt, which was a little bit of happiness in my malaise. Um, I just hope that. Let me see. I just noticed I didn't do something. I just hope that I don't remember what I was going to say, but the G frames that I have coming in, I hope I get some cool ones and not all of them the same or repeats. I don't mind repeats with the G frames; they're okay. They're pretty cool. Um, I do have some plans on going back, but I think the Gundam Universe. I'm gonna probably quit collecting them for a while until the new ones show up. So what I forgot to do, you see how it says GU and SP? I bought some stickers that have like their circle stickers, like this. Uh, so these are circle stickers. I bought these a long time ago. What I do is I'll put the price of an item, the price on the price of the item is on top, and then the price with tax is on the bottom. So I'll write it down. I have an old sock here, so I put the sticker on the old sock, so it's not as sticky. That way, if I have to take it off to sell it in the future or whatever, if I have to take off the sticker, it's not super stuck to the box. The price goes above the GU, and the copy number, which is this is my fifth copy. See, it's in number 5. Goes on top of the SP. Because lately, what I've been doing, if I buy one and it's my first one and my only one, I'll open it. But then, if I'm able to get a sealed one, I'll make the open one number 2 and the sealed one number 1. So number 1 is the collection, number 2 is for customs, number 3 is possible selling, and 4 and 5 is just like fun. But all right, so that's it for the toy hunting part. It's 14 minutes in. It's not going to be long. My wife's going to be home from work, and like I said, I got to go to work tomorrow. But I just wanted to make this video because at my job we had a HR course, and the HR course was for like sexual harassment. Um, but there was a part of the course where they spoke about being up, like, you know how there's bystanders? This course came up with a name, upstander, which is like not being a bystander, but being someone proactive in terms of like helping out in situations in real life. So I thought that was it's I think that's cool. I've tried I've tried to be a little bit more proactive in my life. now, like helping other people out and being upstanding. So I decided, you know what? I got some opinions that I think people should hear because people probably think of like of me like what I don't know if people do. They probably don't. But like, where does he stand with these issues or this issue? In the past, I've spoken about not being able to know if a YouTuber that I liked was a secret asshole, or if he was or if they were a good person. So uh, I just want to talk about some stuff. I will post some videos on Twitter and on my Facebook of YouTubers that I follow, and I think themes, video essays about things that I agree with them on, because I feel like I'm not really like I'm not quick with it to be able to defend myself. Like if I went on a debate, I would get eaten up. Like I feel like I would, but the beliefs that I have, I do think that they are right and they are just. So it's June. Um, if you vote in the United States, if you're registered to vote, you might have gotten like a thing saying, "Hey, early voting these days and these days." So ever since um, 2020, when Trump almost got us killed, I've been very into politics. I've kind of I would say I'm radicalized, but I'm not. I don't think I'm like politics, but I'm more involved with politics. I vote in every election, not just the presidential election. I vote like for the Senate. I vote for like the assemblymen and stuff. I vote. So I think it's important because sometime before that, before I started voting, I've been in the States since like 1997, and I never voted into Trump. There is a Talking Toys episode where I talk about Obama getting elected, and I was surprised because he's not a white man. But eventually, Obama didn't do much, and with uh, um, now with the political climate, I've realized that a lot of Democrats, not all of them, but they're it's it's weird. YouTuber Hasanabi has talked about something called the ratchet effect, which is the the Democrats will do something good. They'll like do the Affordable Care Act, and then the Republicans roll it back. Like Trump will roll it back, get rid of Obamacare, which is the Affordable Care Act, but they call it Obamacare. So it'll be like something good, something bad. It's like there's a graph, there's a picture. I'll probably put it on my Twitter, but it sucks. It sucks so hard because shit doesn't get done the way it should. Like Biden wanted to forgive student debt. I'm I don't have student debt. My wife did, but she paid it off. But I have no interest in the student debt, but if it's a good thing for other people, if it'll help them, I'm all for it. So, but he tried to do it. Biden tried to get rid of student debt, and then the Supreme Court, which Trump packed with Republicans, just shut that down. So I'm mad. Get mad, Tobin. Also, there was something like wait, what is it? Equal opportunity. I think there's a different name for it, but that got like shut down. Um, and everyone knows that abortion was made like illegal in most states. It was like the Supreme Court's like, hey, let the states decide, and the states that have assholes in power decided not to let people have their freedoms. I don't know. You should get mad. You should vote. You should vote. Uh, it, it's a pain in the butt to vote. Like some people don't have the time to go, and there might be lines, really long lines, depending on how your play how the think it's gerrymandered, how your state is gerrymandered. So there might be long lines if that's where you have to vote, but get out there and try to vote. I told my wife about voting because we got there. There's a, like I said, we have to. I've been voting every election, like even little stuff. So she didn't know who to vote for, but I told her like, I know you only vote for in the elections with the big things like the president, and I called Joe Biden Genocide Joe. She was like, "What?" So I tried to explain to her Palestine. I had to go back to the past, all the way before October 7th, to explain it. But there is a video by Sean, a YouTuber Sean, that I will put on my YouTube and on my Twitter. The Twitter is for everybody. The YouTube is for people that I know. I mean, not YouTube, Facebook. Um, so yeah, it's voting. The podcast that got me into voting is a podcast called Look Forward. It's it's a African American guy and a white guy talking about politics. It's pretty good. They took the host Jay mentioned Ballotpedia. So every time I have to vote, I use Ballotpedia to see who my candidates are, and I wiki them. If they have Wikipedia pages, I look at their Wikipedia pages. I try to see if there's any messed up shit about them. Like when we had the mayor election on Eric Adams' Wikipedia, says that he used to be a Republican and then he switched to Democrat. And the shit that he's doing now, the stuff that he's doing now, pardon my French, is all that. And people hate him. I voted for the cat guy. I think his Wikipedia said like he had a lot of cats or he lived in his house with his cats. So I voted for him. He's horrible. So it's there's a YouTuber called oh, I don't know how to say her name, but she says just to refer to her as Olay. She's a lawyer in New York. So I'm gonna put her video up about voting. How if you're indecisive about voting, you should watch that video because I hate what Joe Biden's doing in Palestine, and I don't want Trump again because he's gonna kill us. He's dumb. He's gonna run the shit into the ground. I don't want him. So he's in it for the money. So they're both bad. If 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 it was a perfect world, but I guess I would if Bernie was running again for president, I would vote for Bernie. Bernie and Elizabeth Warren for 2028 they should run. They have some flaws and I think they don't agree with each other. But I think that would make a better combination that they could fight it out on some things instead of being chummy chummy disappearance like Kamala Harris. I don't know what Kamala Harris does. Joe Biden, when he was vice president, no, I didn't know what he did. And the same with Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney shot a guy, but besides that, George Bush is like running around. And Dick Cheney is like a ghost. But yeah, um, I, I, I'm gonna vote for Biden. I gotta, because the way I can explain it is that under someone like Trump, it's gonna be harder to get things done for other people than under Biden. Biden sucks, and he's kind of like he's not getting all of the jobs done. He is getting some shit done. Like I think he passed a bill where the overdraft fee of banks is not going to be $35. It's going to be like $5, which overdraft fees suck. So that's good, but you don't hear about that. You hear about when there was inflation, which companies were like price gouging. Like Target and Walgreens are like, oh yeah, right now we're gonna decide just to lower the price just because we can, because they always could. Uh, I don't know, but I think maybe with Joe, what if we get Joe Biden, then so he might get sick or retire, and we'll get Kamala Harris, and maybe she won't be as bad. I don't know. But with Trump, he hasn't picked a VP yet. I think he's going to pick his daughter, Ivanka. He's going to be like, my VP, Ivanka. Some people are going to flip if that happens, but some people are going to be okay with it. So that's me with politics. Speaking of politics, look, I I don't think people should be like harassed for their political beliefs unless they're an asshole, and they're like being an asshole to a group of marginalized people. You can call them out. You could yell at them. You could tell them that they're dumb, that what they're doing is stupid. But if it's just a normal guy who doesn't have any influence, just leave them be. But in this day and age, some people just like to troll, and 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 I don't know. They I think they do it for fun. All right, so that's politics. Um, I got one more thing. It's June, and June is Pride Month. Um, right now, I feel like, when I think of Pride Month, I think of trans people. There's lesbians and there's gays, but and bisexuals and non-binary. But I don't think I'm sure they do, but it feels like a lot of harassment is targeted towards trans people. So it, I say you gotta let people live, help them live. If you're the government and you have people living under you that are trans or non-binary, just help them out. They're people too. They You don't have to understand them. Like someone, this is a stupid comparison. But it's a stupid comparison. When I started collecting action figures, I was like kind of ashamed of collecting them, or like bringing them to the register, because I would always think like they'd ask, "Who's this for? Is it for you? Oh, how old are you? Oh, look at you, you big baby, you're buying an action figure." But eventually I learned that nobody cared if I took an action figure. Uh, I have lied like once or twice, Like if the cashier, oh, that's for your kid, I'll be like, yeah, yeah, he's gonna enjoy it. The I'm the kid, I'm gonna enjoy it. But it's like, let people be who they are, who they feel that they wanna be. Just let them be. You don't have to. If their life doesn't affect your life, then why the hell should you care? That's the way I see it. Just let LGBTQ people be who they want to be. That's it. You don't have, if you're in law, like if your decisions affect these people, then you have to be kind to them. You have to treat them with respect because they are people. At the end of the day, they are fucking people. So let them live. It's Pride Month. You know, it's like, I don't know, like the um like conservatives. I'm thinking of a label like Republicans. No, not Republicans. Conservatives will be like, I don't want these people in sports. No, if they want to be in a sport, let them be. If you think, oh look, there's some asshole. I think Matt Walsh is like, oh, I identify as an attack copter. Fuck you. If you want to identify as that, do it. That's your life. That's your right to be who you want to be. Now, if who you want to be hurts people, because there's like serial killers and pedophiles. I'm not saying go out there and kill and go out there and harass kids. No, that's bad because there is consent. There's there's consent involved in the other thing. Like I said, I'm not a maestro. I can't explain these things like really good. But my general sentiment is that be kind to these people because they have lives. They Some shitty stuff happens to them. Shitty stuff happens to all of us. So, and if you can help them live better and be better, then do so. It's the same with like with Palestine. I already mentioned that with Genocide Joe. It's like you, you can't commit a genocide on people just because there's some people that are terrorists. You can't label them all terrorists. That I think that's called um, collective punishment. You can't do that. So stop it. Do, get the ceasefire done and work it out because what the government of Israel is doing, it's not good. It doesn't look good to me. In my eyes, if you're on Twitter, you'll see a whole bunch of like evil shit that's being done to the Palestinians, and some of it has been before October 7th. So I don't know. It's a mad, mad world, but we all live in it. We have to all learn to coexist with other people. That's why we're still here. Chris Guanche from the Gundam at MAHQ podcast. It's a Gundam podcast. He did say something that I was like, you're right. I never thought about that. I used to tell myself when I was younger, America, land of the lawsuit. And Chris said, just give me a minute. Chris said that lawsuits are the way that we fix things out. Otherwise, it would be like fighting and violence. It'd be like, oh, you want to owe me $10? I'll take you to court. Okay, we go to like the people's court or whatever. And it's not, you owe me $10. I'm gonna stab you. Give me my $10, I'll stab you. No, the law, we have the law for that. And the law should serve the people. It has to help the people. And the United States is, it's a great country, has a lot of flaws, especially when it comes to like the treatment of people of color, immigrants, and the poor. It's like, oh, s- we're gonna do this program for poor people. Oh, we're not gonna give them a handout. And the person who's talking like that is like a millionaire or something. It boggles my fucking mind. But vote. Look up the people that are on your ballot and pick one that you like. You, just don't pick the famous guy. If someone has ads everywhere, don't go, that guy or that woman seems like she's in my mind all the time. I see their flyers everywhere. They should be a good pick, because before you know it, you look up their thing on Wikipedia and they're fucking assholes. Or their policies, the policies that they have are stupid policies. So use Ballotpedia, use Wikipedia, vote, and think that. All right, I was gonna end there. It was good to end. It was a good setup to end. I fucked it up, but I do have another channel. It's Aries 083. I think it's Aries 0083 SR Senior, but I changed it to Aries 083 Layman. It used to be Senior. I changed it to Layman. I'm thinking of changing it to Upstander, but I don't feel like I'm a Upstander yet. Like, I'm not upstanding, but I'm still a layman. I'm, I'm still here doing a 9 to 5 job. Now I'm making a little more than minimum wage, but before I wasn't. So, but I'm still a layman. So check that channel out. I want to put more content like this, um, more political content. Um, I guess more social content. Uh, um, I don't I don't want to be famous, but if the money comes in, maybe it might be good. But I do think that if there's someone who needs to hear that they're loved, that 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 they have support of somebody out there, then I think that one good thing is worth it. To help someone out, at least emotionally or physically, and not physically, what I mean, but to help them out like with videos, to because I feel like a lot of YouTube essays have helped me. I guess it's been a long time coming, but I don't know. I it hasn't been recent, but I've always felt that you should be good to other people. That anyway, I'm Aries 083. I got my other channel. I'll probably put it in the description. And it's 11:52. I set my alarm, I think, for 11:55. So I'm ending about 3 minutes early. I'll see you guys on the flip side, and remember, pick your battles. Bye.